Now, I wasn't going to do Stuttering John on this episode because we do a lot of Stuttering John. But then I was checking out his show from just this Thursday, and there's just too much to talk about. So I got a few clips here. We're not going to go nuts
You
with
left you
that.
no choice, huh?
Yeah. My hands are tied here, Mike. What am I supposed to do? So it starts off with him chewing his food. Now, I want to remind everyone, John's the one that hits go live on his show.
Yes.
Okay? This is something like, people bitch at me for coming out a little after 2 p.m., but at least I don't come on right at 2 p.m. with a sandwich in my mouth.
Yeah.
Because that would be stupid too, right?
Yeah, baby. Hold on. Why does this camera get on? There we go. Welcome to the world-famous Stuttering John podcast with your favorite world-famous host, Stuttering John Melendez. How are you, everybody? Let me say hi to some of the people in the room before we get started.
God.
Yeah, he's got to do his roll call thing. So he starts the show. He's finishing up his sandwich, his bologna. He has to wipe the lens because that's all gross. He's probably spitting all over it. His green screen's not centered in the background. You can see the LA just cuts off on the sides. It's Armageddon over there in LA. But at least he got a new windscreen.
I did notice
Yeah, he finally got like a new black one because it was getting real bad, that last one. So it was looking pretty gross.
Getting a little roachy.
Well, remember he said that he had people over to his house doing some work.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that was one of the things he had them working on.
I got a
They have a
friend.
team cleaning it for him.
So John has to talk about James Caan passing.
Yeah.
And, of course, John has a great anecdote
I'm sure.
about James Caan. What I love about John is a lot of people, what they do when somebody passes away is you tell a story about what a great person they were or something they did that maybe touched you in some way. John always points out what a prick everybody was. Whether he realizes it or not, he can't help himself.
Great actor. But when he was a guest on The Tonight Show, they had...
I like these starts that he's a great actor, but I know you guys all love him for all of his movies, but
Yeah.
You're not getting off that easy, Jimmy.
hear me out.
I know his corpse is still warm, but
I hope his widow calls in because I got a few things to say to her too.
what a dick.
They had James Caan following animals. Now, just so you know, on that day, I think it was Mondays, we always had, animals with Julie Scardina. So we had two segments of animals, then the first guest, which was James Caan. When he found out, he was in his dressing room, he found out that he's going to be following animals. He damn near left. He goes, I ain't following no fucking animals. You can't have a legend follow animals. So it was a whole thing, and I think they compromised and had one segment of Julie with the animals, then James for 2 segments. But it was kind of funny, and
Yeah, James Caan, what a prima donna.
A loose definition of kind of funny.
Yeah, holy
He
shit.
laughed twice telling it, and it wasn't
a
funny at
story.
the end.
Also, it's not even really a story of him being a dick. He's just like, I'd rather not go after that segment.
Yeah.
I'm Sonny Corleone, for Christ's sake.
There's so many other better stories about James Caan being a dick.
Yes, right. If that's the angle you want to go with. But I guess that's the only time he ever encountered him. And James Caan didn't actually talk to John, so that was the only story that he had, apparently.
Yeah. It's got to be about him.
Well, it wouldn't be an episode of the Stuttering John, the world famous Stuttering John podcast. Oh my God, how many times do you have to say world famous? It's getting embarrassing now, John.
Wow.
It wouldn't be an episode of the world famous Stuttering John podcast without technical problems.
Jeffrey Baza. Surprised that Facebook thing. Facebook hasn't gone live yet. What is going on with this crap? Of course it has. Why am I not on Facebook now? Jesus. Why am I getting... What the hell is going on with this thing? Edit. Facebook. It should be on. All right. Getting really pissed off at this thing. I don't know what the hell the problem is. All right.
This is not a deep fake.
Twitch. I changed my phone number. Now I can't get on there to change my settings because they require me a change of number. I fill it out, and they still don't have it. It's been 2 days now. Robert Myers.
Comedy of
Didn't
errors.
we just do this in Cringe of the Week? What the fuck?
I know. I love how he goes, I have no idea what the fuck the problem is. Like, truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah.
Yes, you have no idea. John, that's correct. He's
what we've been trying to
everyone's
tell you,
fault but
John.
his.
Is this a daily show? I really don't know.
It's
Is it
Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
for who? Like,
Garrett. It's insane. There has to be
For Carl.
50% of the people watching this are trolls. It has to be. People are just in there clipping it.
does he do topical news? Like,
He interviews other political pundits who are completely agree with the Democratic Party in every single way.
oh, so it's a politics show.
Yes, if you have if you have a single view that's outside of the line of whatever the Democratic Party tells you to think, you're not allowed on his show. That's what it is.
Because the only clips I ever see are,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
green screen falling down or him
That's
fucking
classic.
up and stuff like that. Yeah.
He's not
All
making
right.
a lot of cogent points in the clips you see.
All right, well, since you brought that up, he has his first guest on, and this woman is also a political pundit, and it starts off with this great conversation.
And now, without further ado, let me bring on the talented and beautiful Sherry Jacobus. How are you?
I'm
Sherry,
doing
do you hear
well.
me?
How are you doing? I can hear you.
Oh,
Good,
boy.
good.
Yeah, I can hear
Look
you.
wonderful. Yeah, how you feeling? All right.
I'm feeling good. All my scans are clear so far, and you see my hair is growing back after a little bit of chemo and radiation
Oh,
a year
God.
ago. So, yeah, doing well. Thank you for
Yeah, I
asking.
didn't know if I was allowed to speak about it, but I
It's never stopped you before, John. Right? What do you mean? I wasn't sure if you wanted to bring up all your health issues, and that's what I like to do on this show.
So you got a tit cut off?
Does your pussy still work? How do you think Biden's doing?
If I may espouse some of my oncology knowledge.
So what, are you dried up over there or what? What's going on? Jesus Christ. This show really is a treat. By the way, Garrett, I dare you to try to sit through one of these shows. They're 2 hours long plus.
I can't imagine. That's why I was asking.
It's insane.
You'll die laughing.
You'll just die.
Garrett was actually also part of the deep dive I went on, where one of the episodes I listened to, they were shitting on John because they let him borrow Anthony's studio, and Garrett came on the show and said, like, yeah, he drank all our beers and left them on the floor and everything. And John was like, you're a fucking liar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he totally was like, oh, could I record my podcast in your studio? He was a guest on Anthony's show, like afterwards. We were like, all right.
Right.
And we had like the beer fridge and everything. He just drank all the beers, left didn't throw any of the cans out, was like, oh, I'll definitely pay you guys. And then never did.
Yeah. So you guys had to stay late and
Yeah.
work overtime to do
Yeah.
John's podcast, and he's assumed that that's like a favor that he deserves. It's amazing,
and
isn't he?
And at that point, it was already like he had used so many favors already. Like our first holiday party, he was a guest on Anthony's show the day of, and then he just invited himself to the party. And then he was like sitting there trying to make fun of me and shit. And it was like, get the fuck out of here. It's not
Yeah,
that
this is-
type of thing.
This is my
Yeah.
party, asshole. And the show's
Yeah.
over. The show's over, buddy. Now we're hanging out.
Yeah.
Wow. You'll be happy to know that he's fallen pretty far, Garrett, as he explains he needs you to give him Facebook stars. The way that he pitches this is so angry. This isn't the way. This reminds me of the homeless people who are a little too aggressive. I'm not giving you a fucking dollar, you prick. You're being too aggressive about it.
And let me just say this. Oh, here it is. This Facebook. During this broadcast, you can support my page by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money. Thank God that's here. Stage Dog, Mark Hurley, Joe Carter, because I have a lot of people from Facebook. Please donate stars. I think it's a penny a star or something. It's like nothing. Yeah, you do 100 stars, it's $1.
Show
I think you
off.
could spare. All of us could spare that, right? Marco V193.
Can all of us spare a dollar? Well, I guess we'll find out during Discovery, won't we, John? When I get to find out how much money money you're making. We'll figure out if you can spare 100 Facebook stars.
He's just got stars.
He's pulling them off of old reports that he got, old tests.
Gold star,
second
green
grade.
star. It's got to be worth something.
Holy shit.
Wow, he's begging for $1.
Yeah.
Not just begging, but like shaming you for not giving you it.
Yeah,
You can fucking afford it.
Yeah.
Cheap ass.
That's the type of stuff you see like those thought girls on Twitch doing. Like, come on, guys, I'm sitting here in a bikini. You're not even donating. Like that type of stuff. But what does he have to offer?
much, much less, for sure.
I didn't even know about these stars things. Is this just like Reddit bucks or whatever? The same type of thing?
Yeah, it's a
Reddit
newer thing. I remember Opie doing it. They make you read that script where it's like, please donate Facebook stars, which would help me turn things into money or whatever the fuck that script is. So stupid. But Opie reads it and John reads it. I'm sure I will be in a couple of weeks. I can't bash it too hard. I'll be on Twitch. I'll be doing all of that shit. So John has the sponsor, Bet Online. Now, he says that this sponsor has been with him for years.
Oh.
I don't think they have, because he doesn't have his own promo code, and he never has up-to-date ad copy. And one of the things I know about advertisers is that they always get you up-to-date ad copy. They don't want you reading a promo that doesn't make any sense at the time that you read it. So John has to look for his I'll talk about it afterwards. This is just so funny.
I'm about to bring in Cliff Schechter, but first let me pay the bills, if you will, as they say in radio. So here we go.
As they say in radio?
See.
He loves saying that. He goes, we have to pay the bills, which is a saying. It's a saying in radio. Okay. You heard Howard say it.
Funny saying.
It's pretty funny.
A radio staple.
Yeah. Okay.
So prepared for a show.
I'm trying to get the most recent ad
Good idea.
that I got from these guys.
That's what you're supposed to do, yeah.
Let me see.
Look at how many things he's going past.
This is the most recent. I'll just have to improv this because, anyway, our partners at Bet On.
He's going to have to improv this, all right? So keep that in mind. This is from this past Thursday. We're in July. Okay? So he's going to have to improv this. Let's see how he does with that.
Just because, anyway, our partners at BetOnline.ag continue to be the number one source for all your betting needs and sports info. Find all the latest odds, news, and sports developments, including this year's NBA Finals.
John, you just said it's old copy. You have to improvise, and he just reads it. Yeah. He just reads it verbatim, including the NBA Finals.
Totally forgot what he was doing.
Holy shit.
You can bet on if the challenger will get home safely.
I'm going to go on Bet Online and put all of my money on Golden State to win the NBA Finals. I got a funny feeling things are going to go my way this time.
I don't know
What
if
a
the
buffoon.
Connecticut schools of broadcasting is still a thing, but that would be perfect for what not to do on a live. You don't say the sponsor, then yawn, and then look like you're reading, and then just make up stuff.
Yada, yada, yada. Bet Online, some other horse shit.
You get it.
Well, I have to say that John is nothing if not professional.
Okay.
Anyway, we're about to bring on Cliff Schechter, but in the meantime, let's see. Let's get this up. And no, it's not there. Hold on. Before I get Cliff on.
Oh, my God.
He needs engine.
What time does it do the show?
Noon.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It
Really.
starts at noon, Garrett.
He's just getting up.
He's so tired.
Do you think that Super Bowl 42 shirt is from the year Super Bowl 42 happened?
I'm so glad you brought that up because,
Okay.
Garrett, check this out. I was like, that's a really old shirt, but one I haven't seen before. I'm wondering if, like, maybe he got it and it's like a retro shirt or something.
Uh-huh.
Everybody, including you, Mike, watch closely on this clip.
All right.
All right, the great Cliff Schechter on the show today, along with Sherry Jacobus. I want to thank my guests for
Oh, my
coming
God.
on. I had a great time with you guys today. And I want to thank my sponsor, BetOnline.ag.
Holy shirt, Batman.
I want to thank my moderator today, Andrea
How long do you
Brown.
think it'll take him to
now,
realize this?
It's Celebrity Story of the Day. I might change the name for that, but here it is. Because I do like talking entertainment. And today I'm wearing my New York Giant shirt. So why don't I talk about
showing it
a
off.
story about a New York Giant?
So so I don't know how he's not seeing that because he's looking at himself on his screen and he's got this giant hole in his shirt.
I don't care. That's how I scratch my belly.
I put it there on purpose.
Yeah.
It's a
I like
wear-through
to
hole.
feel how the other half lives.
Makes me move faster.
So he goes, all right, I'm going to do these stories about celebrities, and I'm going to do a New York Giant to start off. And then he says, Gilbert Gottfried. Now, Gilbert recently passed away, so you think he'd say something nice. John tells 3 stories about Gilbert Gottfried. The first one was how cheap he is. The second one was how he got booed off the stage at a show in L.A. that John was on with him. And then the third one was how he would steal everything from The Tonight Show when he was a guest on there. This is great because I thought that he was going to notice, especially when he went, hey, I'm wearing this shirt. I thought he would notice there's a giant hole in it and maybe like move the camera or something.
That would be the time.
That would be the time to do it. But no, instead he does this.
And I see that half of it has been used and half of it is still there. So I see it on there and then I go to get mine.
He lifts up and shows his pit stains. I call that one Pit-Stains McGee.
What the fuck is next?
Sorry, but they're going to shut my power off in my apartment, so my internet's going to die and everything.
Really? Oh, shit.
geez.
Yeah.
Is Anthony not paying
Sorry
you? What's
about
going
that.
on?
I thought he was doing a Stuttering John thing.
I don't know. There was like this power thing happening. There's like no lights in my kitchen and living room and stuff. And the guy just came and said, we're shutting down the power in the basement. So at any second, I could be cut off.
All right. Well,
Just
in
a
that
heads
case,
up.
let's thank you so much for coming on the show, Garrett. People should
Sorry
go
about that.
No worries. This has been great. I hope you can come on again. People should go to Compound
Yeah,
Media and
anytime.
sign up for great programming, including Garrett's show. Anything else you
Yeah.
want to promote?
Compoundmedia.com. That's perfect.
All right.
Thanks,
Cool.
guys. Sorry about that.
No worries, buddy. Thanks for coming on.
All right, later.
Love your perspective. Always good to get an old Opie and Anthony employee on the show
Oh, yes.
to break it down for us. All right, I have one more clip from John. I call this Stuttering John's motto.
Robert Myers, man, now I'm more depressed. Don't be depressed, be angry.
There you go, John. Words to live by.
Yeah, bottle those feelings way down.
Don't be depressed, be angry. Well, where's that going to get you in life? Well, you end up with pit stains and a hole in your shirt on YouTube with some jackaloon and Rochester goofing on you.
And there's already something on the windscreen by now.
Yeah, I know. He's already spit on the windscreen.
If you go back and watch old John, not that he was, this Adonis when he was young.
Yeah.
But the fall off from the 90s to now, where his voice, his looks, his cadence, the way he talks, his confidence, everything has taken such a sharp fall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I would use the word depressing, but what I think I mean is hilarious. I
think you mean angry.
I think the right word.
Don't be depressed, be hilarious.
Who are these podcasts?